5-minute trap. Five-minute trap.
Pandas. Good morning, my pandas, and welcome to my stream. I'm Bye Money, and I'm glad that you guys can join us today. We just finished our pre-market show, and I hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Wayne Bicknell, what happened to my Panda membership? You didn't pay your fee? Okay, I'm back. Best conversation I've seen in 2022, and thank you so much. Thanks for your continued support, Wayne Bicknell. If you guys are just joining, make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be today. As you guys are rolling in, I'm going to do some pre-market analysis here. Good morning, guys. Yeah, we just finished the pre-market show, and yeah, we always have a blast there. Go over all my off-stream trades, go over all my account balances to see how we're standing here, especially with Apex. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're trading here, Apex. So, you know, pretty much 100% risk-free trading. The only thing you risk is, and it's not really a risk, it's an upfront cost. And yeah, you guys know how Apex works. But as more people roll in, then we'll begin. But we'll start a little bit here. Yeah, if you guys are just jumping on the stream, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Helps out a lot, you know, to get the video out, the stream out to other viewers. And also, drop a GM in the chat. Let me know where you guys are from, the location. We just had a big push up at the end of yesterday, and on the daily chart, this is what we look like. This is what we look like right now. And I don't know, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here, because now we're starting to break above the 20 EMA. Now we are still within the magnetism of this trading range here, in my opinion, and we still have this downtrend, in my opinion. And we have a two-legged pullback forming here. The thing is, that's starting to break our premise, is that now we are above the 20 EMA, 3 strong bull bars ending near their highs. And you know, when you have movement like that coming off the 240 SMA, you're have to start wondering, you know, when you bounce off a support this strong, what exactly is happening here. And if we get a good signal bar here, that will be very enticing to go short, in my opinion. But if that short fails, like makes less than 10 points and reverses, ooh, that's gonna be new all-time highs, pandas. I'll just I'll say that you heard it here first. It's gonna be all-time highs. If this short fails, second entry short fails here and it goes up, it's new all-time highs. Very high chance for that to happen. Carl Herman from Asheville, North Carolina. Let's go, baby. Peter Cho, by the way, happy Chinese New Year to all my pandas. Let's go, baby. One second. Whiskey Wednesday. Also, happy Chinese New Year. Yep. Yeah, I don't want the tree. I want the whole forest. I want the whole bamboo forest. Okay, so we got this two-legged pullback forming here, and I mean, if we get a good signal bar here, that's gonna be tricky. Because we got a little gap here now. This could be a sign of reversal, you know. And we bounce off support like this with this many strong bull bars, you gotta be hesitant there. But that's a daily chart. So what are we gonna do today? I have no clue. We could keep going upwards. We could create a good signal bar on the daily here, which would mean this would be a kind of bearish day. You know, we could have a trading range day today and just kind of ends near its low. You know, I don't know. Hard to say, in my opinion. I'm just gotta be nimble. Gotta stay nimble in this market. I mean, yesterday the the amount of opportunities there were, even towards the end of the day, was a strong uptrend. It's not that, it was still not that many opportunities to enter into that trade, into that trend. Jar Jar asks, "You gonna be buying Panda Dunks today on Nike?" You know, I never got into buying shoes. I never really got big into buying shoes. I have a lot of friends who love shoes. They love buying shoes. They love wearing shoes. They love reselling shoes. I never got into it. Not a big shoe guy. Not a big shoe guy. But I'll tell you this, pandas. I'm a big Lego guy. Like, you know, people collect Pokemon cards. People, you know, buy, sell NFTs, whatever. People buy and sell shoes. You know, everyone kind of has like maybe their little hobby. Mine, Lego sets. You know, it's like, for me, it's like almost as good as cash. In fact, better. The thing about Legos, people don't know. Legos, I mean, their business model is pretty genius. As long as, I mean, Legos, they spend a lot of money on their marketing, and obviously they have to spend a lot of money on licensing when they do partnerships. So, you know, the thing is, it's like Legos never drop in value. It's weird. It's weird. They just never drop in value. And the thing is, they're smart because they retire their own products to make their products timeless. And the fact that you know they're gonna retire their products on certain sets that you know are very popular and gonna be in high demand. Once they retire maybe like a few months after they release them, especially on you know, high demand items. And so I have a rooms full of Lego sets. It's wild. Right now, my Lego sets, there is a Harry Potter Hogwarts one right now, and the Hogwarts is like, this is not financial advice, but they're $400 a pop, but they're massive, and it's like high detailed, and it has like all the characters that you want. One second. Mrs. Panda just woke up and she's probably making some coffee, and it gets a little loud. Let's have to close the doors. So, and I'm predicting, right? I have a couple Lego sets right now that are retired, and they are doubled in value, and they've been retired for about 3 years. So I'm thinking, the more in demand, of course, something is, the faster it'll rise in price once it's hard to get, once the supply is choked. And I'm thinking 3 years, I'm going to try to sell these Hogwarts sets for double the price. And so, I mean, what kind of investment, doubles in about 3 years? Pretty hard to find. Unless you get lucky with, some crypto or something like that. But it's a fun little hobby for me. Hogwarts right now, and there is a friend set that I have, a couple of them. What else? Yeah, those are the two main ones, and a Millennium Falcon. Yeah, those are like the big ticket items I have. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. And pandas, this is why I like to create this anonymous personality, because if people knew about this stuff, they'd probably break into my house and try to steal all my things. This is why I can freely talk about these things. So yeah, Lego sets. I mean, if you just look it up, man, if you look at some of the right now, the ones on eBay, they're just like, you'd be surprised at how much they're going for, how much they're selling for. All right, pandas. Pre-market analysis. Forget about Legos. As you guys are rolling in, make sure you guys scalp that like button and fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's gonna be. Actually, I'm gonna have to end it. Market's about to open. Most of you guys think it's going to be a. Let's see here. What do you guys think? Most of you guys think it's gonna be a bull trend day today. I'm unsure, pandas. I'm just unsure. I know that we are above 20 EMA here, but you know, sometimes, a lot of times, failed breakouts of that 20 EMA. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sitting on my pause here. Gotta be nimble. We're gonna get our bamboo today, but that's for sure. Today is Whiskey Wednesday, and if we get to 250 likes on stream, I will be celebrating with you guys with some whiskey. Pandas, my pandas. Market's about to open. It's getting a little choppy here. We're getting outside bars. So I'm going to sit on my pause probably in the first 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to let a couple bars form here on the 2K chart. And I'm going to make a move after that. I mean, right now, I think we're in a downtrend. We do have a break of trend here to new low attempt. But this minor reversal is very minor, right? It doesn't even come above the 20 EMA. Doesn't even test it. This could turn to a spiking channel here. We'll see. Just sitting on my pause though. Market just opened. Let's get our bamboo. Let's go, baby. Looks like all these traps, you know, this is why I'm thinking we're in downtrend, because these are all trapping to the downside right now. Right, the bulls are having a hard time making money. They couldn't make a scalp there. They couldn't make a scalp here. They made a scalp here, but on these two traps, you're thinking downtrend still. We do have a break of trend to new low here now. I would take a trap trade to the upside, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It looks like we're going down right now, and haha, we'll see. We'll see. All right, got push up. They were able to make a point there, but still below the 20 MA. I'm not taking any long trades as long as we're below the 20 MA. Now we're getting choppy. Kind of hard to take a short trade here, but no setup right now. Would I take a second entry short here? Getting a little choppy. I don't know. Second entry short here. I'm not sure if I'll take that. We're still below 20 MA. The main reason is because we broke trend, making it low. A little hard to take a second short here. If it's a good signal bar, I might be tempted, but we might not even get it because it looks like the market is trying to push down again, and we're gonna reset this count here. We're not gonna have a second pullback. We'll see though. We're sitting on pause. No setups for us to even consider. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we break this low here today. I really wouldn't be surprised. So market's being stingy, not giving us our second entry short here. Does push down further. It's going to yesterday's high and bouncing off of it. Missed it by 1 tick. Let's get a little closer for you guys. Pandas. Pandas, my pandas. This trap trade, skipping this trap trade. Let's see if we can make a spiking channel here. I mean, this is how the spiking channel would look like. Just unsure. Regardless, I can't. There's no setup here for us. This does trap. It might trap here. I'll skip it. It's not near any area here. It's not near a key area for me. But it's also very close to yesterday's high, which could act as support. So gonna sit on my pause here. No setup for me really. Still in Trap City. Still in Trap City. I almost want to enter it now. The fact that it actually spiked up like that and it's reversing. But in my opinion, we got 1, 2, 3, now 4 bars of overlap. I'm gonna sit on my pause here. 4 overlapping bars. Turtle Toes asks, what contracts am I on? This is the emini. You know, if you're just jumping on, we trade the emini here every single day. If you're asking for expiration, we're on March 22nd or March 22. Could be a failed second entry long right there. Still sitting on my pause. I mean, I guess maybe a two-legged pullback, but now we're kind of bouncing up a little bit here, right? It's just way too choppy, right? Trading range indicator starting to mark this as a trading range, saying, you know, whistling, right? Saying, hey, we might be having a trading range here. All right, just kind of gives you an alert here. Say, hey, we have so many stacked bars. This might be converting into a trading range. Mikey BB0001 says, could you make the X and Y axis bigger so that we can see the time and price? Can I? Like, literally, I'm asking, can I? Is that possible? Is that something you can do? Oh, you can. I think you can. Huh. Well, let's see. Well. What do we have here now? La da da. Well. I mean, I don't want to make it too big because you know, I want to have some. I want to have like some space here. That's bold now. Very cool. All right, is that big enough? It's hurting my eyes because it looks so ugly. Because obviously I can see, you know, regular just fine in default. But now it looks really ugly for me. But hopefully it looks good for you guys. So this is for you guys. Ooh, I don't like this at all. Ugh. It looks so clunky. But hopefully it's good for you guys. So if it benefits you guys, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. We're clearly above the 20 MA here now. This could be first breaker trend. This could be, and I'm looking for a new low. It really depends on how you want to mark this. It really depends on how you mark it. This is where a little subjectivity comes, where it's not, the trend lines are not a science, and that's why it's hard to make like a trend line indicator, because it's not a science. You know, you do use some hindsight bias sometimes, but you try as much as, like, hindsight bias, you can obviously see the trend lines for what it is, but you're trying to create the trend lines as it's forming real time, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. And you know, you can form it like this, break a trend to new low, which we already made, or we can use a spike in channel as well, break of the spike or the channel, looking for a new low. Regardless, I cannot really take a trade here. I'm not gonna take the second entry short, that's for sure. It's above the 20 MA. Yeah, this is like really ugly. It's like almost messing with my it's like messing with my psyche and trading. I have to get used to it, but these numbers are just too big. The grid could be a shade brighter. Oh, you want to see the grid? I don't want to see the grid. I mean, I for me it's just reference, and so I don't want it to be so glaring, because that's gonna make my chart look really just too much noise on my chart if the grid lines are stronger. So I purposely make them pretty faded so they don't get in the way of what I'm seeing. I'm only really using it to measure point, and so I don't need them to be very bright for myself. Just sitting on my pause, no setups here. I mean, what you would take here is a second entry short, like fail second entry short here, because you're way above the 20 MA. This is what you typically take here in this spot, thinking that we did make break of trend to new high. You're thinking this broke trend, right, and made a new low, And so now, sorry, yeah, break a trend to new low. Now you're looking for an uptrend, right? A long trade somewhere. And we do have a sort of channel working up here now. So I wouldn't go short here. I would probably more enticed to go long, but either way, it doesn't look very strong. This does look a little stronger going upwards, but no gaps, right? No gaps forming here. So for me, it's hard for me to say it's very strong because all these were filled, right? This was filled with these tails here, this gap. Pulsar X asks, which platform do you use? We use NinjaTrader. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's get to that 250 likes. Skipping this trade. Will I take a long trade here? I cannot, because for me that will be a unlikely thing to happen, that this will break out of this, right, ascending channel. It's hard for me to take a long trade here into basically resistance here. Like if the trap happened near here, I'll be more enticed. And also I don't think this is necessarily a very strong uptrend. So if this trap does trigger, which it might, I'm not looking to go long there. Like for instance, we had one here on the other side. Also, that goes away, so it doesn't really matter. We had here coming like this, and we had this trend line, and we had a trap off this trend line. So that was maybe a little more enticing to enter in, and this got you a nice little swing trade here. But on this failed reversal, on this failed second entry long, and so you know, at least it's near the trend line. But here it was far away. If it does trigger up here, not interested. It's just too far away from the channel here. I would need a two-legged pullback at this point. I wouldn't want to trade this, you know, naked like this first entry. Nando Libra says, what's your, oh, let me I keep forgetting to do this. I'm gonna set my pause here. We might get a second entry long here that I'll be interested in. And if we break above this previous pivot high, resetting our counts here, I am going to reload my historical, but we may get a second entry long here, higher low, second entry long. I'll be interested in going long here because we have this trend line, also 20 MA now. We're thinking we're in an uptrend. We haven't broke this channel yet, so we're still in an uptrend. So I'm looking for the second entry long here. If we can get it, we need a candle. We need this to break the previous candle's low, and then we'll get our second entry high here, and then it'll be easy peasy, easy money. You know what I mean, pandas? Let's get that bamboo. Let's go, baby. Let's get a decent signal bar. I don't want something too ugly here. Make a micro double bottom. Breaking below. Like if we close beneath the channel like this, I'm no longer interested. Bad, terrible signal bar. No longer interested. So I'm not going to take this long trade because we're below the 20 MA now. So I cannot take this. What we are expecting is a... So now that I see this, pandas, now I'm thinking, you know, what I originally thought, which is why hindsight bias sometimes is used, of course, after it's done, right? We have this break of trend and looking for a new low now from this channel, right? We had this spiking channel and now break a trend looking for a new low. When I see this kind of price action, I'm thinking I might have jumped the gun too early, thinking this is break a trend to new low, which ends up kind of working out, right? Nice swing trade, but it's just two legs up, reverses, looking for that new low now. And so that's where the hindsight bias comes in, where you say, okay, I probably read this wrong, and now, you know, and so that's why it's an art, right? That's why it happens after, and so you got to continue to get better. But as I was expecting, you know, this was one of the scenarios I was thinking that, you know, it might just be the channel here that broke for the first time, and we're looking for a new low, which is what we just got. And so, right, no, but regardless, pandas, I wasn't going to take a short here above the 20 MA like that. I just wouldn't be able to do it because of the other scenario that might have happened. But now, because this is happening, we have to be nimble here. So we can potentially say this downtrend's over, but I don't know, pandas. We might have a strong downtrend day today. I just don't know. We do have a big gap here. Big gaps forming now. Like large gap here. And as long as this gap is here, we could potentially have a strong downtrend. I can't even take a short trade here. This is a strong downtrend right now, though. I can't even take this short here if this traps. Cannot, because we already made our new low. If it was like up here and the trapped here, I would be interested looking for that new low, but no setups, pandas, right? You can only take what the market gives you. In fact, this is where I will go ahead and reload my historical. We need a two-legged pullback back to the 20 MA. In fact, this is where we look for a fail second to short. That's what we look for here at this point. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Today is Whiskey Wednesday. Also, happy Chinese New Year for those who celebrate that. I celebrated yesterday with a little Korean barbecue. It was amazing. So good. Getting a two-legged pullback, but here, this is not necessarily I would want to go short, pandas. I actually would look for a second entry long here, or fail second entry short. Looking to go long actually, because we have break of trend to new low, and this is where you look for a long. And if it doesn't reverse here, then you're thinking strong downtrend, and we may have to adjust our channels here. It's gonna be frozen for maybe like a minute or two. Sorry, pandas. Just reloading historical. Pandas, also, if your charts look way different than mine, you have to, there might be a couple of reasons why, if your chart looks different. It's because you might be using a different time server, and there is a article, directly from, whoa. Yeah, okay. Second entry, short here, potentially. A, B, C. Now, we do have break a trend to new low, and we're making a decent second entry short here off the 20 MA, and this is where it gets very tempting to go short here. But I gotta sit on my pause. Oh man, that looks good. That looks so good to go short, pandas. Oh, that looks so good. It looks too good. Makes a perfect scalp, absolute scalp. Ah, darn. It's just like one of those places where you break trend, and make a new low. Typically, you do reverse here, and it's just it's just hard for me to take a short there. You do scalp out, and your runner gets, your runner will get stopped out right there. But who knows? This could be the beginning of a strong downtrend. I would typically look for a reversal here, but we're clearly underneath the 20 MA, right? Made a lower high setup as well. Woo! That's a lower high second entry on a downtrend. This could inform us of the price action today, and we might get a strong downtrend today, like a place where we should have reversed. Instead, we are continuing the downtrend. And if that's the case, let's look for a bigger channel here. Right, we should have reversed there, but we didn't. Instead, we pushed down further, made a new low. So we're thinking downtrend now. That's what I'm thinking, at least. And unfortunately, I had to skip that one because of the price action telling me potentially this could reverse right there. Pandas, as you guys are rolling in, make sure you guys scalp that like button. We got a 250 like goal today. If we can hit it before stream ends, we'll celebrate with some whiskey. Just sitting on pause, no setups for me. The reason why I couldn't take this, because 20 MA, right? We're thinking we're actually gonna push higher right there, because at that time we had this trend line. So I skipped that trade. You could take it if you want, but you know, you gotta trade accordingly to your capital, because low probability trade, in my opinion. Makes a new low, and this new low pushes lower, so it makes me feel a little strange to go short. So actually now looking to go short because I feel like we're in a downtrend day today, and just looking for it because a place where we should have reversed, instead we pushed down further. That being the case, I'm looking for a short trade, but unfortunately no setups. Outside bar reversal does trap to the downside, showing the strength of this downtrend right now. Sitting on my pause here. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we break this pivot low, if we go below here, right? Just complete take back this entire uptrend here. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I can't go short here. It's going into the bottom of the channel now. Maybe two-legged pullback back to the 20 MA. Maybe something I'm interested in. We are on the 240 SMA. Right, this is what this line is, a 240 SMA. You see that we are finding some support here. Pandas. No setups. Looking for a two-legged pullback. Let's get it. Get it. Hit it. Looking for that two-legged pullback. Outside bar reversal. Right, we had an outside bar reversal here. Outside bar reversal here. Two strong bull bars. Ending on their high. Makes me hesitant to want to go short here now. I mean, that's not a signal bar you want to use. In fact, you almost want to go fail second entry short here. Back to the top of this channel. But we're at the middle of the channel. Oh, pandas. Oh, pandas. Bouncing off the 240 SMA as well. Bouncing off the bottom of the channel here. Decent signal bar. Huh. I'll take this trap trade, I think. Don't want to take this trap trade. I do think we're in a downtrend, but this trap does come at a decent time. Outside bar reversal. Pass. Bye. No longer interested in that. Outside bar reversal. I'll be interested in some price action now near here, but and those who took the outside bar reversal are sweating now because it's not actually working out for you. That's why I hate outside bar reversals. I would actually almost go short here on a good signal bar if we can get it. Right, thinking of failed outside, right, failed trap to the upside on the downtrend. On a decent signal bar, I may go short here, pandas. It does seem like every single pullback here has just made an outside bar reversal. This is outside bar reversal. This is an outside bar reversal. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for the shorts right now. Signal bar, not stellar. Not the best. I do want to go short here. This is too tempting for me. I gotta go short. I'm going short here, pandas. Going short here. Hasn't scalped that yet. I'm in this trade. Oh, easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. Getting that bamboo. I traded with 2 contracts. It was just too tempting, right? The failed trap here and then another push down. I just could not resist that. Even though the signal bar is not the best, we still trigger underneath the 20 MA. Right? We still get a red bar here, and it's coming after that failed reversal. It made me want to go short, and I came out with just 2 contracts, scalped it for $100. Still bamboo though to me. Bamboo's bamboo. Let's go, baby. Bamboo is bamboo. Oh, 10K is about to set up a trap here. 10K is about to set up a trap of some sorts. Right, the 10K, it's a failed second entry long. It's not like a technical trap, but if it does trigger this, this could be a reversal pattern, right? This is a big reversal pattern. 2-legged pullback underneath the 20 MA. Fail second entry long to continue the original trend, reverses. This could happen on the 10K chart. It could be a big time reversal, but we'll see. It does push higher here, right? Just enough for a scalp for me. Pandas. Let's get that 250 likes. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's go, baby. Pandas. As you guys are rolling in, amazing news, pandas. For those who've been wanting access to the 2-legged pullback Discord, debuting today, you can become a Super Panda on YouTube. Super Panda membership, and with that membership you can have access to the 2-legged pullback Discord. It does trigger this 10K reversal, major trend reversal does trigger, and we can have a big downtrend day today, pandas, right? On a 10K chart, when that happens, big reversal. This could reverse for the rest of the day here. I'm just unsure, but I'm just sitting on my pause, and I'm going to just treat this like a downtrend from what the information I have so far, right? Again, the fact that this should have reversed at least back to the top of our channel here, could not even get back to the top of the channel. But pandas, if you want to join the 2-legged pullback Discord, where we talk about trades off stream setups, we talk about actually a lot of random things, but mainly we talk about trades and the setups we like, and you know, and also, you know, what you think about the setup, you know, kind of discussions like that, and just a big 2-legged pullback family at the Discord. Oh, big push down now, pandas. Let's look at the 5 minutes, see what 5 minutes giving us any information that we can't get from the other time frames. In the 5 minute here, we do have a trap that reversal on the 5 minute, giving us a small push down. It does break above it, but then reverses right back, giving us follow through from that reversal. Again, I think the 5 minutes also confirming strong downtrend day today, and bye-bye. If we go into here, bye-bye. This whole thing is gone. Currently, we are finding some support here, but I don't know if it'll last. Do not know if it'll last, pandas. Like this to me looks very vulnerable. Looks like we're gonna come back and just retrace this entire up move from yesterday. I could be getting ahead of myself, and I'm just letting the price action tell me what's gonna happen. But to me, everything is pointing to a downtrend, right? This failed reversal. Pandas, my pandas. Just watching. Just watching. One thing you have to notice, pandas, there was no follow through on this strong bear bar. With no follow through, we don't have confirmation of the downtrend yet. We need some follow through. Zero follow through on that. In fact, makes a micro triple bottom. Here it's like a quad bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, giving us support here. Second entry long here, higher low, second entry long, with a double bottom. Now, I'm not interested in going long though, pandas. To be honest, I'm just looking for short trades right now. And I mean, if you look at all the most of the traps are happening right now, are all on the short side. I mean, we do got a trap here, but most of the traps are happening. This is not really a trap. It's not coming after a second entry. This is not really traps, not coming after a second entry as well. We do push higher here. We have a second entry short here setting up for us. And I'll take this. This is a Pikachu trade currently. I want a decent signal bar. Okay, cannot go short with that signal bar. And now we're above the 20 MA. Why would you do that to us, market? Why would you confuse us? It's like you're trying to take our money. Confusing, right? Strong push up on second entry long. Now my premise is changing because we didn't have any follow through on that reversal bar, and we're coming back to the top of our channel here, our larger channel that we made. This pivot, and we are right deflected the market right there. Let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. Curious to see what happens here. I almost want to go short here right off the bat, but I will probably have to wait for a lower high because we are in an uptrend right now. And we are in an uptrend. Regardless of what you're saying right now, like we are in a downtrend, but in media context, we're in an uptrend. It's hard to take this short naked. Right, the second entry short just naked. I kind of want a lower high setup, something to confirm that this immediate price action, right? So now we got to burst up. That could have trapped out some traders trying to go short right there. Yeah, so I kind of bursted up like that. But for us, you know, we don't enter like that. We enter when it actually triggers the reversal. Decent signal bar here, but again, immediate context, a strong uptrend. So I am not looking to go short here. In fact, probably this will make a trap to the upside because it's this is actually a very strong uptrend. We do have that one gap here that is still not filled. Looks like it's trying to get filled, but we have a gap here trying to be filled. We have another gap up here. Actually, that's not a gap. This got filled many times with those wicks, but this gap right now is not being filled, and it's about to be filled here. Again, doesn't even give us the trap trade to go long in. Right, misses by 1 tick, so no entries whatsoever for us. We're just sitting on our pause. A little teeny gap here still. This market's trying to be tricky with us. It's trying to be cheeky. Still not filled actually. We could still be in a downtrend, pandas. I mean, if this gap still exists, I've seen gaps like this exist and just reverses right off of it. It's a 1 tick gap right now. And the funny thing is, it's like if you enter that trade, you got stopped out. Your runner got stopped out right there. Like say you had a runner from this big this big move, and you're like, yes, it's like gonna be an infinite runner, and then it stops you out and reverses. But you know, the price action is telling us something here, right? It means that the bears were waiting on an entry for the missed entry right here. And so when you get a strong move like that off of that kind of the entry we would have here, then you're thinking, okay, the bears are actually still in town and still influencing the market, because these are the bears who missed this big move, thinking that, man, if it comes back up here, I'm thinking strong downtrend day today, so it comes back up here, let me get in, and with a limit order, right? That's a limit order, and coming with a limit order there, thinking that we're gonna make a new low here, at least retest the bottom. That's what the bears are thinking right now. You know, that's what we see with the price action. That little gap touches that perfectly and reverses. We do have a lower high setup here potentially. With a good signal bar, I might take it. The only problem is if this lower high triggers, what does it end up becoming? A two-legged pullback. It'll end up becoming like this. A second entry long. But pandas, you guys can become super pandas and join the two-legged pullback Discord. Join the discussion, and you get access to the two-legged pullback Discord, so we can trade off stream. You do have to become a super panda though. I did ask yesterday what you guys thought the best price, like the price that you thought would be fair, and I just basically used the price that I felt like you guys were saying. And so if you guys complain, just blame yourselves, because I just used the price that you guys were telling me. But honestly, I would love to have you guys join. You know, I think more the merrier when it comes to analysis. You know, we have more eyes on something, more people tell you, hey, that's good or that's bad, and you know, and more people to learn, right? More people wanting to learn about this. We get to expand the community. Peter Cho, 6-1, best green day ever. See you all tomorrow. Happy trading, pandas. Let's go, baby. Congratulations, Peter Cho. Getting his bamboo. We do have a two-legged pullback coming back to the 20 EMA right here to go long. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to skip it. It's like a two-legged pullback. But we got first break of this channel here, and I'm sitting on my paws. I'd rather take this triggering and take the trap back down. That's what I would rather take from the price action. That's what it tells me. I don't think it's telling me to go long here according to the price action, especially the fact that this gap still exists. That gap still exists. That means I know what the bears are doing here. Bears loaded up right here, and they're trying to reverse the market. I know that's what they're trying to do. So I'm sitting on my paws. I'm looking for a short trade here. Right, if we get another push up and it fails to actually reverse, I'm going to take a short trade here. Plus terrible signal bar. Terrible signal bar to go long. Potential here. Gonna go short here on this trap, fail second entry long, as I predicted might happen, and I'm gonna go for 2 points here just because of the context we're in. Going for 2 points because this is a potential reversal spot. I'm just gonna hold for 2 points and see what happens. This might make a higher low second entry, which actually would be a good long entry. This is above the 20 MA, so it's risky. Only trading 2 contracts here, and we'll see what happens. But I like the fact that this was reversal off the top of the trading range, and you know, also this gap here showing me that there are bears in town here. So I'm just sitting on my paws. Gonna let this play out. Got diamond pause right now. Just watching this play out. It's getting a little choppy, and I typically don't like to stay in trades if it takes like 2 or 3 bars. But we'll let this play out here. If you lose it, you lose it. If you get it, you get it. The risk reward was 1 to 2. Just watching this play out. I don't even mind if I lose this. It's all good. Those who went long here you were able to scalp out right there actually, so maybe not a bad trade to go long there. because you're able to scalp out. Might be able to get more. We're closing above my original entry. Makes me want to skunk this even more. And the fact that it's taking 1, 2, 3 bars to finish, like I want to skunk this at this point because it's just, it wasn't a good trap. If it was a good trap, you would see this like burst to the downside. But the fact that it didn't do that, I'm just like, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna stop out now because it's taking way too long to finish my scalp. Probably bad trade, and we'll see what happens. But the risk was 1 to 2, all good. After this came up and came back down, I should have just skunked it because it was just way too many bars overlapping at that point. The fact that I didn't scalp out quickly right there makes me think that, you know, that was a bad trade. Above the 20 MA, didn't wait for my own like reversal setup, right? Break a trend to new high, which is happening now. And it could reverse here and then finally go my original direction, but let's consider my pause. Oh, good. You know, the funny thing is, it actually does make a point. It was because I was going for 2 points. I wasn't able to scalp out that. But if I just scalped out 1 point, I would have made bamboo. But I was like, yeah, I like the setup. Let's go for 2 points here, and ends up getting burned because I went for 2 points instead of 1. But you could have scalped out 1 point right there, or I could have done my typical 3 contracts. Scalp out my main position and see if I can run the rest, and I've been fine right there. But it is what it is, and we move on to the next trade, pandas. All right, break a trend to new high, and now it's kind of going the direction I thought it was going to go. I don't know. I'll probably go short here again. I think my premise is still good. Maybe it's gotten a little too early right there, but again, could have scalped out, but for some reason I was trying to go for 2 points. Straying from the pan. The Worldview Bro asks, Panda, is it a bad strategy to enter promising positions and immediately place your stop 1 tick green? Obviously, we get stopped out. So what you're doing is you're trading, right, reward for probability, or you're trading risk for probability. Your probability is 100% you're going to make money, right? That's your probability. You're making 100% going to make money, or 95% chance you're going to make money because you might get some slippage to get back to it. You might lose a tick or two. Most of the time, there's some rare scenarios of really big slippage, usually around big news, but you know, 95% chance you come out with money green. It might not be a lot, but you will be green, and you're trading that off with risk reward. And so is it a good strategy? You can put that in your strategy, but I personally think, you know, just basically you're treating it like a runner at this point. And from my experience, runners are very rare. They are on some trending days you can get really big runners, but most of the time runners get stopped out. You know, I think they get stopped out most of the time. You know, I would say probably like 9 out of 10 times they get stopped out before they, you know, if they actually make a big runner. And you have the question of how you're gonna manage your runner. You know, you gotta have to calculate all the risk reward, see if it's a profitable system. I don't know off the top of my head. Push down, making a wedge here now. 3 pushes up, fills that gap. I'm actually looking for a new low here still. Can't enter that. I'll have to enter a failed second entry long in this area for me to consider going short here. Right, similar to this one, failed second entry long. I will need this similar setup again here, and I'll probably swing it. I'll probably swing my main position, 2 or 3 points, and then and try to run the rest. Supply and demand. The markets are watching your live stream just to stop you out. I wish I was that important. No, the market does not know I exist. I'll just say that right now. Yeah, I mean, I was able to scalp out, but I didn't. I wanted 2 points. And we don't get any setup to actually enter this short. Right, that break of trend to new high was made with that wedge. And pushing it down now, and it is what it is. You know, I came in too early. Should have waited for the two-legged pullback. But even when that happens, I'm not gonna go short right here. I'm not gonna go short. Even at the top of the trading range, you know, you're seeing this trading range, top of the trading range. You want a lower high setup to enter, and that's a yeah, that's a higher high setup. No setups for me. I'm down 300 pandas, and I absolutely do not care. 300 is nothing. I'll just say that right now. In my opinion, that was worth it, but could have been more patient and wait for that break of trend to new high. Not could have, should have. Let's just say that. But this is why, you know, that's why it's nice, because you're actually learning, and you know when you make a mistake, and that's always learning, pandas, right? I just paid money for that lesson. That was a $400 lesson I just paid. Again, I traded that with 2 contracts because I was going to swing it. I was trying to swing it. And so, not that bad. Trading range. Bottom of the trading range. To the top of the trading range. Back to the bottom of the trading range. Trading range indicator marking our trading range for us quite nicely right now. Again, I'm super excited for you guys. We do have the Super Panda membership, so join if you want access to the Discord. And debuting it today. Hopefully, you guys be interested, and hopefully this thing works smoothly. I don't want to have to, like, you know. I hope it works smoothly. We'll see. I'll look for a second entry short here if we can get it. Dim Chone says, how do I join the Super Panda membership? Just click the join button and just upgrade to the next level. It includes everything Panda has, plus access to the Discord. Aid H has a very good point. It says, to be fair, we can't only multiply our winning trades to dream of 1 million per year income and ignore same for losers, right? If you have the potential to make $1 million a year, then you have the potential to lose $1 million a year with a trade copier. You know, it's a double-edged sword. Like, the safest way to actually do it, I think, is, you know, don't shoot for that $1 million dream. Shoot for something reasonable, like, even though it's very high, like 100K. I'm just saying that because you just need to make $100 per account if you have 4 accounts. Start small. No setups. Just watching this go without us. Looking for a new low at this point, right? First break of trend on this channel. And looking for a new low. That's what I'm looking for. No setups for me. I would love to get in here, but would have to be a fail second entry long, far away from 20 MA. That's all the market gives me. That might be what I take here. Strong push down. Looking for a new low now. So this is why I didn't want to go long here. but could have got a little bit, you know, could have got a swing trade off of this momentum here, and then to like a pullback. All good. Small teeny risk, decent reward. If this is all the market gives me, I'm taking this short. No short to be had. Attempting to make a new low, failing to do so at the moment. Right, this is a two-leg pullback, bottom of the trading range, pushing back up. Strong bull bar ending on its high. You're thinking it's going to come back to the top of the trading range with this kind of price action here. Or with a strong bull bar like that. Let's see how it reacts to this 20 EMA. Curious. No setups for me. Yeah, I think I was just a little too premature right there. I should have waited for break of trend to new high. Maybe a little too choppy as well. Strong bull trend typically has another follow through. Yeah, that new high. Should have waited for that new high before entering short. Again, it could have scalped out still, but I was still wrong trying to go for I don't think it was a good trade. Above the 20 MA, yeah. Just watching here. Kind of getting rejected off that 20 MA, but right now we are like squeezed between the 240 SMA and the 20 EMA. It's making it confusing because it's balancing between those two things. Big push up, big push down, possible second entry short here. Just sitting on my pause. First break of this trend. Looking for a new low on this first break of this trend. Pandas. So the Super Panda membership is $20 a month. And the reason why we chose $20, well, one, I asked you guys what you thought would be a fair price, and many of you guys said, you know, pretty much 20 bucks you guys would pay. But at the end, it's just $1 a day, right? $1 per trading day, you get access to this thing. And that's how I like to look at it. You know, you pay $1 to get potential, right? Hundreds of dollars from trading. I just think it's worth it. So.
Five-minute trap.
We got trap on the 5-minute chart. Ooh, 5-minute trap. Terrible signal bar. Really terrible signal bar. But traps are traps, huh? I mean, I would like to trade a two-legged on the 2000 tick chart if we can just get a second pullback here. Right, we'll have a two-legged pullback. A, B, C, looking for a new low, and that's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. But I'm just sitting on my pause. Need the setup to come to me. I'm not chasing any setups here. We do get our second pullback here. Finally, potential setup here. Terrible signal bar to take right now. The context looks bearish. That's a very bad signal bar. Not that bad anymore. But it's large. Being large, I will have to actually trade smaller. 2 contracts because we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4.5 points of risk here. Basically, yeah, 4.5 points of risk. But I think according to the context, plus the 5-minute trap, I think we have a good setup here. And I'm probably going to swing this at least to a new low. Or I could be going short into a trading range and we may go long back up to the top of the trading range. That could happen as well, but I'm going to take this short here. Almost got filled immediately.
5-minute trap.
And this is what I'm talking about, big risk here, right? We have to use this as our signal bar. That's large risk. It's about 4.5 points, like I said. I'm willing to lose 4.5 points, but that's why I reduced my contract sizes because I knew the risk was large. It does scalp me out immediately, but I'm looking for a new low here, pandas, and that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I could be wrong. Let's just say I've been wrong before. And we could be bouncing off a trading range, coming way back to the top of the trading range, but with that 5-minute trap triggering, I'm thinking we can have a big push down here. I'm looking for a new low still. Get it, get it, get it, get it. 1, 2, 3. Looking for the new low. Gonna go break even +1 here now. Hopefully to protect myself from any huge reversals. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Don't think about it. Don't even think about it. It does make a new low here. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I might want to keep my original. Push down here. Let's see if we get another push down. Let's see if I can squeeze a little bit out of here. Alright, I'm fine with that. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Getting that bamboo. Let's go, baby. And so I traded smaller because of the risk was large, but I like the setup. I like the 5-minute confluence with that trap triggering. It was just too nice of a trade. I had to take it with a swing, and only 2 contracts. I'm only risking 2 contracts here, and you know, I made up my lost trade plus more. I'm actually already up more than I was earlier before that lost trade because of that one good setup. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. And like we predicted, right, this breaker trend making that new low. That's why I was looking for a short trade. But man, right now I'm just saying this does not look bullish. Like, if this trap triggers here and we get a nice push down, I mean, we're already heading towards, like I mentioned, going. I wouldn't be surprised if we went below this point here, this pivot low. I'm getting a trap trade here, and that might not be a bad trade to take. It's outside bar reversal, so I would skip it, but maybe not that bad of a trade. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. And if you want to find more setups like that off stream, make sure you guys join the two-legged pullback Discord by becoming a super panda. Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get you guys to join because, like, honestly, you can be a little more intimate when it comes to the Discord, right? The YouTube channel is nice, right? But the back and forth on the Discord is a lot more even, right? Obviously, you guys are all watching me, But when you're at the Discord, you know, we all have input with each other, and everyone's equal, you know, pretty much. And I would say we got some awesome traders. We got some awesome traders in our two-legged Discord, and it is, even for me, it's very nice, very fun to trade with all these people. Still underneath the 20 EMA. I wouldn't go long unless we break the 20 EMA first. We had this break of trend to new low, and this new low was a two-legged pullback, right? That's why the market loves to move in twos. Market loves to move in twos. It's just, these are two legs here, pushes up, two legs down again, right? It's just a two-legged move, embedded two-legged move. Right? The market loves to move in twos, higher time frames, lower time frames, any time frame. Since the market's fractal, you see two-legged moves in every time frame. Russell H says, I was all set to join, but sheesh, $20 a month is too steep for me. It's all good. If you think $1 a day is too much to enhance your trading, then it is what it is. What can I say? Up 125 today. Trading 2 contracts each right now. See a couple swing trades here. Honestly, I don't know if today's the best swing trade day today. It could probably just be like a nice scalping day, because basically seeing all these runners get stopped out. There is a gap here though. Currently there is a gap here. Yeah, less than $1 a day per month. Technically that's true, because it's $19.99, so technically it's 99 point, like I can't even do the math. 99 point, was it 0.5 or yeah 0.5 I guess. 99.5 cents. Jaco says, is there a way to offer a trial so we can see what we gather? I don't think so. It's just through the YouTube membership. I don't know if there's a way to, like, yeah, that's just, you can pay for 1 month, and if you don't like it, you can stop. That's one way you can do it. There is no binding agreements for you there. And now the 10,000 tick is flashing a trap here. Everything's flashing a trap. Trap here on a 10,000 tick chart. Two-legged pullback. A, B, C makes less than a point. Potential trap on the 10K chart. Right, the 5-minute chart traps out already. Right here, gets a nice push down, but does reverse. Not much, no follow through on that. But we might get a trap on the 10K chart now. So the question is, are we in a big trading range, or are we going to actually start trending now? Hard to say, because the price action is kind of suggesting we might be in a trading range because of how choppy we are with all these bars right now. So with the smaller time frame, right, the 2000 tick time frame, we can see that we might turn to a trading range in the larger time frame, which is like the 10K, right? This trading range might play out here, but it's almost identical trading ranges on the 10K and the 2K chart though, according to the trading range indicator. Russell H says, well, good luck to all those who pay it. Maybe one day I'll start my own channel on Discord. It'll be free 99. Be my guest. Nasir Rahimi says, if you want to become a better trader, no Discord is going to make you a profitable trader. That is kind of true. I would say it is true if you think that the two-legged pullback Discord will give you signals, and you just take the signals, and then you will make money. It's not like that at all. You know, the two-legged pullback Discord has real people trading the emini, and you know, they will answer questions, and especially if you have like those little questions and you just have no one to ask. All you have is you come into this channel, and the only, you know, community you have is people that you meet here for like an hour. But if you really want, like, you know, to ask like deeper questions and thoughts, then you need something like a chat room where you can actually have some feedback back and forth. And so for extended period of time. And so in that sense, you may become profitable because you get to learn more, especially from people all doing the same strategy. And so in my opinion, you know, it's a very focused Discord, right? Like, for instance, Trades by Matt, I think it's more of a community. You just want to join to be part of a community, but you're not really joining to like, oh, I really want to learn a strategy, I really want to learn how to trade. But I think you know, everyone at our Discord, you know, they're all trying to trade, they're all trying to learn. The 10k pandas is about to trigger a trap here, and the 10k, when the 10k traps, especially with this failed reversal here, and then you get trapped on the other. Oh, just triggered. Wow, that was quick. Just shot down. 10k trap just triggered.
5-minute trap.
I will need some follow through here. Strong bear bar ending near its low. Ooh, pandas. This is not looking good for the bulls. This is not looking good for the bulls. I'll just say that right now. That is not looking good for the bulls with this trap trade underneath the 20 MA. Ooh, it's not looking good for the bulls. A trap trade like that in that kind of position, I'm thinking, hey, this is still downtrend day today, in my opinion. Right there, I was trying to go for the trade of the day right there, but the trade of the day actually happens after a two-legged pullback after my trade. A, B, C. Now that's a trade of the day. As in, really, you might have an infinite runner right there because you have a gap right here, pretty large gap, plus a, you know, reversal pattern on the 10k chart. Nasir Rahimi says, so you basically paying to ask questions. Yeah, not just questions, but have community, have people there, people, you know, posting up their setups, posting up, I think this is a good setup here. You know, especially if you have a hard time like trying to, you know, figure out the market. You know, there's a lot of, when you say just asking questions, trust me, if you ask the right questions, that is not a cheap thing. Let's just say that it's not a non-valuable thing. It's a very valuable thing if you have someone to answer questions for you. It's basically the difference between having like someone like oh yeah, a mentor is just someone there to answer questions. I mean, but if it's a mentor and he's consistently there to answer all your questions, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. But I do want to set expectations. It's not a signal group. I'll just say that right now. No follow through on that reversal, pandas. So every time we get tricked, every time we're thinking we're gonna reverse, we're getting no follow through here. Keeping me on my toes, just have no idea what's happening. As in, like, are we really gonna trend down? I mean, we're in a downtrend right now. Strong push up. Break a trend, new high, new low. And instead of reversing, right there where we should reverse, we got another push down. Confusing. Spawn Production says you pay 40k for college to ask questions. It's a funny way to put it, I guess. Yeah. On Discord, you get to follow Kellyanne all day. That in itself is worth the value. You get Kellyanne, you get Richard Harris in there. You have all these people in the Discord that we see here. You actually have people who actually don't really participate in this YouTube, but you know they're very active in the Discord channel. So it's just a different feel. People just feel way more comfortable on Discord. But to be honest, you know, if you like want lifetime membership, I mean, if you just buy the deluxe indicator, don't even use it, but you get, you know, it feels a little like a waste. But yeah, you could technically just buy the deluxe edition for $200, and we'll have it for lifetime Discord access. Russell H says, I pass my knowledge on for free, especially to help folks. It's the right thing to do. I mean, that's what we do on this stream. I mean, this stream is 100% free. But when it comes to the Discord, the reason why we have to pay is because people pay to get into that Discord with the deluxe indicator, and they get access to it. And so it would be actually more unfair if I just let people in for free in that Discord, because you know, why would the people who pay to get in the first place, you know, what are they getting? So it's actually unfair for people who actually support, you know, what we're doing here. And in my opinion, that's more unfair. So plus, if the content is worth it, and it's not evil thing to ask people for money if you give content that you think is valuable, right? It's not evil thing to ask people to pay you when you are doing something of worth. You know, if you do anything of worth, then you can ask for money, and it would not be an evil thing, in my opinion. Now, it would be a very gracious thing if you were to do everything for free, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're evil if you do ask for money. You know, I could give my indicators out for free, but it's not evil for me to ask for something that I've worked hard to make and cultivate, especially working through, you know, a bunch of things. You know, I've been doing this for years now, and so you know, it's not evil. Let's just say that. So, I mean, yeah. The beautiful thing about capitalism is I make you pay for a two-legged pullback Discord $20 a month. And, you know, someone comes along and says, hey, that's too much. I'm going to make you pay $15 a month. That competition is good for the market, for you guys. So, hey, feel free to start your own Discord. Create a free Discord. But don't shill it on my channel, because obviously that's rude, you know. We got a strong push up here, and could have reversal back into our trading range. This gap is still here, and it can fill. We're still making lower highs here and lower lows. It's hard to say. The higher time frame is suggesting, right, this reversal fails and we might come back to the top of the trading range. That's my first instinct to say that might what happened here. 5 minute. Not giving us much more information from here. Phil W just became a super panda. Let's go, baby. Our first super panda here. If you become a super panda, there should be details on how to get to the Discord. And I believe if you just come in, you will have access. You should have access to it all. It should be automatic. And if it's not, you can message me. You know what? I'll add an extra message in there in the description. So, Phil W, thanks for becoming a super panda. Already been a panda for many months. And now you got that little extra caveat of joining the Discord. Let's go, baby. So I am pushing it a little bit harder today because it's the first day it's open. But as time goes on, I probably will stop mentioning it, and you know, you guys, all the information is there for you guys. But one thing I won't stop pushing, Apex. If you want risk-free trading, open your Apex account. Make sure you use the coupon BBM. We're trading risk-free right now using Apex funded traders. And make sure you guys, you know, there's a link in the pinned message, but for sure, please use the coupon. That's 50% off for you. Micah Ellis says, is Apex for super scalpers only? The live trade DD quota seems difficult to stay ahead of it if you're going for bigger targets. I will say if you're a big time swing trader, you have to trade small because of the trailing drawdown. And so it actually kind of favors scalpers in that sense, but I think it's good for anyone. If you manage your capital well, you know, it's good for anyone. But you know, if you trade, if you go for big targets, then typically, you know, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm thinking you have to trade smaller because, you know, max 1 to 2 contracts because you have the trailing drawdown. And so the trailing drawdown gets affected by unrealized gains. And so, you know, if you get a big swing down and don't realize that profits and it comes all the way back down, even though you come out break even, your trailing drawdown still gets affected. Whiz Bang Boom asks, how much of a lot do you buy when scalping? Scalping, I usually trade 4 contracts, 3 scalps with 1 runner. We still have this gap here, still exists, but with this reversal pattern here, thinking come back to the top of the trading range. On the 10K chart, like I mentioned, like from what it looked like you just want to come back to the top of the trading range on the 10K, the higher time frame. Boy, oh boy. You know, I think that answers the question if we're going to be in a trending day or a trading range day today. The question only gets answered around this time, and boy, oh boy. Wow. Boy, oh boy. Huh, how would I mark this though? Like, how would I have known to take, you know, to see this big reversal? Hard to say. It's just confusing in my opinion. Like, how would I have known to... How would I have drawn this? I mean, I guess break a trend to new low right here could have been it. Or, you know what? It's the break of this big channel to the new low, right? Multiple pushes down here, and now reverse from the break of this trend to new low. That's probably what happened. Our gap just filled. 10K. Beautiful trading range indicator working as it should, right? Top of the trading range to the bottom of the trading range, back to the top of the trading range. But you can see here, right, on it when it's trending, right, it doesn't work as well because you have this trading range comes to the bottom, doesn't come back to the top. So the trading range indicator was not so good here because we're still trending, but now we start to go in trading range. Now it's marking it pretty nicely here. Yep, when you have big move down like this, big move up, Richard Harris says bulls just ate up that whole swing down. That means you got pretty much confusion. You have undecided market, and you're gonna have to look for like a key area where you think the market might be gravitating towards to. And in my opinion, that is probably yesterday's close. Yesterday's close might be our magnet today, going back and forth in and out of it, but who knows? In my opinion, the 10K trading range, we could just be in here for most of the day. Yep, Alexo Do says, and the reason why we're thinking trading range today as well is because on the daily chart, we're going to try to make a signal bar here, and it's going to be a confusing signal bar. It might be a doji bar. If it's like a bearish bar, then you might have a good chance that we can have a nice second inch short. But unfortunately, probably won't be below the 20 MA. But who knows? Who knows? We might end up below the 20 MA here and get a very nice signal bar to go short on the daily chart. Just watching though. Outside bar reversal here, so I skipped that. Didn't want to take that trap here. Pandas. Yeah, make sure you guys use that coupon. Also, if you are interested in a two-legged pullback indicator, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Man, choppy day. I'm gonna go over what I think were good trades that I might have missed, right? And I'm gonna just do a quick chart review here with you guys. So obviously I do it live, but the trades I took this trade here, and it ended up being a bad trade because I tried to swing it too, and I lost it. But you actually were able to scalp out right there on that trap. So potentially could be good depending on you. The reason why I didn't take this trade again is because we had this break of trend to new low, and typically what happens around this area is we have a reversal. Instead, it pushes down and makes a double bottom and reverses here. But hard for me to have taken that trade. In fact, at that point, once we have this downtrend, I would have read it like this: break a trend, double bottom, right? Retest of the low, and makes a exact double bottom before it reverses. Unfortunately, not a good entry. I would have to take a fail second entry short here for me to really be interested in that. But instead, it does a higher low second entry long, and that was enough for it to propel this market all the way up here. And now, if you look in the bigger time frame, right, the bigger chart, we have first break of this channel, and then we made a new low here. That's why I try to enter here, thinking we're trying to make that new low. We end up making that new low, but after only two leg of pullback after my failed trade here. But other than that, pandas, honestly, what are some good trades here? Potentially this one, but yeah, I mean, I remember at the time, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about it, but now looking at this trade might not have been so bad. It's just the risk is very large, right? You're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of risk, 5.5 points of risk right there. Tricky. Obviously, I took this trade here, this lower high second entry. I took this trade for a good trade, and the reason why I took it is because we had some confluence in the 5-minute chart as well, and so I like this trade here. Also, you're looking for a new low at this point. The reason being is because you had this first break of trend, and now you're looking for a new low, and so I'm looking for a second entry, and the second entry actually is close, right, to the 20 EMA. The only real bad thing for me on this trade was it was not a good signal bar. The signal bar is not the best, but ends up, I like the context we were in, and we end up making a new low with this push down. And if you guys were watching the stream, I took this as a swing trade, and this is what made me green, right? One good trade just makes you green even on this loser right here. And yeah, for me, this one, right, once you make that new low here, you're thinking reversal, and this is why I think it got so choppy here, because I think it did try to reverse the market. But you get too choppy here, hard to take this trade, cannot take that trade right there. And yeah, I mean, that's a recap of basically what I think happened today. Hopefully you guys are more green than me. You know, bamboo's bamboo for me. You know, green is green. And so, yeah, hopefully that's been helpful for you guys. And yeah, gonna wrap this up. You know, we're up 125 today. It's not a huge number, but hey, stay consistent, stay profitable, and you'll get there. You know, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So as long as we can stay profitable, as long as we have a good system, we can consistently trade, right? Doesn't matter how much money you make, right? You make $125, who cares, right? You're making money, and that's better than, right, 90% of the other traders out there. So pandas, I hope you guys have a amazing rest of your day. Trade safe, everyone, and happy new year. We didn't reach our goal. We're not even close. We actually hit halfway to our goal, a little bit more than halfway now, to our whiskey challenge, and it's all good, but you know, we'll get there one day. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9 o'clock for the members, for the pandas and the super pandas. And make sure you guys, if you guys don't know where the pre-market show is, go to my channel, and there should be a members tab, viewable only for members, and you'll see a link there to the pre-market show. And for the rest of the viewers, I'll see you guys at 9:15 on the main stream. As always, happy trading, and God bless. Bye.